When you see illiterate members of the ruling elite queuing up to receive fake degrees by whatever designation, do not for a moment think that that is not part of a broader plan. Walk with me. I will tell you why. As they say, if you want to destroy a society, you do not have to use bombs, you do not have to use poisonous gases, just destroy the education system. Now, the Gen Z protests, which happened in June and July, really freaked out the ruling elite. And to my mind, if one wants to really go into studying the causes and so on and so forth, I've studied conflict to a very high level, you can do that. But for me, what propelled the Gen Z's protests can be summarized in one word: knowledge. The Gen Zs surprised the ruling elite with their knowledge of the society, with their knowledge of political economy, with their knowledge of corruption and what goes on in the country, with their knowledge of tax policies, etc. So there is an attempt to de-educate the society. And this attempt is being made through some of these symbolic things that we are seeing now. And this is just the beginning. I think we will see a lot more of these things. And the ruling elite are trying to show you that education does not matter, that you can walk to River Road and buy a degree. You can get a fake honorary degree anytime you want. Now, let me take you back historically. In the early 90s and mid 90s, I was part of the processes of developing civic education curricula. And we did a lot of work, particularly around the Constitution review process, for those of you who can remember that time. Now, I want to suggest the following. The Gen Z protests did not happen out of the blues. They happened because a lot of the groundwork had already been laid and a lot of political education work had already taken place. So the Gen Zs benefited from the following three things. One is those civic education programs, which of course ultimately resulted into the new constitution that we promulgated in 2010. And I was a key leader of civil society then with our campaign Katiba ni Sasa. The second thing is the promulgation of free primary education by former President Mwai Kibaki. And you know that that did a lot to bring in more students, particularly from poor backgrounds, into the education system. And the third is technology, the technological revolution that has taken place in the last 2 decades, that is basically global in nature, has been part and parcel of the phenomenon we call the Occupy movements. Now, all these things, again, are about knowledge. And so any future protests, whether they are leaderless or not, whatever their internal structure and character, will be driven by knowledge. So now you understand why there is this move to de-educate Kenyans, to make Kenyans feel that you don't need a degree, you don't need to study, you can make money, and so on and so forth. That is what is going on. And we as parents, we as teachers, we must continue to conscientize the society so that people know where the enemy is coming from and what kind of hat they are wearing. We must keep our society going. We must say no to these people who want to destroy our society because of their narrow economic interests.